This is me, Vinu Venkatesh, on behalf of SAI Education for Competitive Examinations. Today we're going to continue our discussion on ratios and proportions. I do hope whatever we have discussed so far, you found it easy. Let's continue with that and let's just get started. So we left off at number 9 last time. Let us start number 10. The income of A and B, if income of A and B are in the ratio of 2:3 and their expenditure is in the ratio of 1:2, if each saves rupees 2,400, find A's income. So they've given a way of doing it. Let's try out our own way. Okay. Let total income be X. Therefore, A's income would be 2 by 5X. How did I get 5? They said that it's 2 plus 3. That becomes your consequent or denominator, remember? And 2 is your antecedent or numerator. So 2x by 5 and 3x by 5. 3x by 5 is B's income. Similarly, let total expenditure be Y. A's expenditure will be equal to Y by 3. Why? Because A's to B ratio for expenditure is 1:2. So A's share of the expenditure or it would be A's share of expenditure would be Y by 3. How did we get Y by 3? Ratio of expenditure of A and B is 1:2. So 1 divided by 3 would be A's expenditure. And since we are assuming that total expenditure is equal to Y, it would be Y divided by 3 for A, and B's expenditure would be 2Y by 3. And they have also given that A's savings is equal to B's savings is equal to 2,400. That each of them have a savings of 2,400. So let us form the first equation. Okay. We know that income minus expenditure is equal to savings. Therefore, A's savings is income of A, which is 2x by 5, minus expenditure of A, which is Y by 3, is equal to 2,400. Similarly, for B, it would be income 3x by 5 minus expenditure of 2y by 3 equals to 2,400. Now, these are simultaneous equations, right? We discussed last time. Multiply make the equation similar so that you can cancel out one term, right? So when you find the LCM of the first equation, this is what you get. LCM of the second equation, this is what you get. Now I want to multiply the first equation by -2, right? So I'll get minus 12x plus 10y equals to minus 72,000. Now 10y and minus 10y will get cancelled. I will get minus 3x and minus 36,000. Minus 3x equals minus 36,000. Therefore, X, that is total income, is 12,000. Therefore, A's income is 2 by 5 into 12,000, which is 4,800. So we are right. I hope you've understood. If you haven't, please go through the explanation as we discussed so that you'll get an idea as to how to approach these kind of questions. Okay. Alright, so moving on to number 11. In 40 liters of mixture containing milk and water, the ratio of milk and water is 3:1. How much water should be added to the mixture so that the ratio of milk to water becomes 2:1? Okay, so how much water should we add here so that the ratio becomes 2:1? They have given a way of doing it, but I'd like to do it my way. So let us write it down first. Milk is to water is given as 3:1. Let X be a quantity. Okay. So we can write this as 3x by 4. How did I get 4? 3 plus 1 plus x by 4. That is milk quantity plus water quantity equals to 40 liters. Therefore, X is 40. Okay. Therefore, milk is 3 into 40 divided by 4, which is 30. Water is x by 4, which is 40 by 4, which is 10 liters. Okay. Now, let the amount of water to be added be equal to y. Therefore, 30 plus 10, that is milk plus water that we have given, plus y equals 40. That is the full mixture plus y. If we add y liters of water here, then the mixture will also increase by y liters, right? Okay. Now they are saying once we add this amount of water, the ratio of milk to water becomes 2:1. So what is it? So milk can be written as 30 divided by 40 plus y, right? This is the milk quantity. So how do you write this ratio? It is proportion of milk, that is amount of milk divided by total quantity, which is 30 divided by 40 plus y, divided by proportion of water in the total quantity. Water is 10 plus y liters divided by total quantity is 40 plus y liters. So this is equal to 2:1, right? Now if you simply cross multiply, you will get this quadratic equation. You call this a quadratic equation, that is there is a square term, there is a y term, and there is a term with no variable, right? How do you solve it? See, the middle term should be the difference between we have to multiply the coefficient, that is the number of this square term. There is an invisible number, here it is 1, or it can be 2 or 3, whatever, but here it is 1, and this number, the term without the variable. Find out, multiply the two numbers, find out possible divisors of this number, and use those divisors to get this quantity. For example, in this case it is 1 into 200 is 200. What are the ways we can write 200? It is 20 into 10 or 40 into 5, right? Or 50 into 4, right? So which of these combinations will give us this if we add or subtract? It is 40. 40 minus 5 is 35. 20 and 10, 35. 20 and 10, using this, can we get 35? No. Can we get 35 using 50 and 4? No. So it has to be 40 minus 5. So we can write this as y square plus 40y minus 5y. That is, this is 35y minus 200. Take out the common terms, y plus 40 minus 5 should be the common term here. It is y plus 40. These two bracketed should be the same. Therefore, you will get y plus 40 multiplied by y minus 5. Therefore, y can take on two values, minus 40 and or 5. In our case, we are talking about liters of water. We can never have minus 40 liters. It doesn't make sense. So the correct answer is 5 liters. Let us see if we are right. It is correct. Okay, moving on to number 12. Two numbers are in such a way that the ratio between them is 3:5. But if each, this is not reach, is increased by 10, the ratio between them becomes 5:7. Find the numbers. All right. Let the two numbers be x and y. Okay, so 3 by 5 is equal to x by y. When you cross multiply, we get our first equation. 3y is equal to 5x, or which can be written as 3y minus 5x is equal to 0. We can write that, or 5x minus 3y is equal to 0. Okay. Now then they say if each number is increased by 10, therefore x plus 10 divided by y plus 10 equals a new ratio of 5:7. Again, when you cross multiply, you will get this as your second equation. Now we have two equations. Let us solve them as simultaneous equations. I have told you before how to solve them. First, write it like this so that all the like terms are in one column. Now try to cancel these two terms, right? So we have to have opposite signs. And 3, there is nothing common between 3 and 5. The LCM is 3 into 5, which is 15. So let us multiply the top equation, first equation, by minus 5. So minus 25x plus 15y equals 0. And the bottom equation, let us multiply it by 3 because both have to be 15. So 21x minus 15y equals minus 60. So minus 15y and plus 15y get cancelled out. This becomes 4x, sorry, minus 4x equals minus 60. Therefore, x is equal to 15, and y, when you substitute for y in the first equation, you will get y as 25. Is it correct? It is correct. So let us check if our answers are right. Suppose in the exam you will not know whether this is the right answer, right? So 15 divided by 25, how much is it? It is 3 by 5. So this is correct. Okay, so this is the right answer. Now, okay, now number 13. Two numbers are in the ratio 4:5. Their LCM is equal to 140. Find the largest number. So we take 140 divided by 4 is equal to 35 to find the larger number, and the smaller number is 140 divided by 5. So two numbers, how do I know 4 is the larger number? See, so we take 140 divided by 4 is equal to 35 to find the larger number, and the smaller number is 140 divided by 5. Okay, number 14. Two equal glasses are half and 2/3 of milk respectively. The two are completely filled up with water. Okay, so in the first glass, half of the glass is milk, half is water. In the second glass, 2/3 is milk, 2/3 of the second glass is milk, and the remaining 1/3 is water. The contents of the two glasses are then mixed in another vessel. Find the ratio of milk and water in the vessel. Alright, they have given a way of doing it. It can be done this way, right? You take the ratios of milk in both the glasses, add them up, and ratio of waters in both the glasses, and then find the overall ratio. You'll get a 7.5. Let us do it in my way also. So here also we find it's the same thing. Water in the first glass is 1 minus half, which is half. Water in the second glass is 1 minus 2 by 3. Milk is 1 by 3. Milk in the new vessel is equal to 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3. 1 by 2 from the first glass and 2 by 3 from the second glass, which is 7 by 6 after finding LCM. Water in the new vessel is 1 by 2 from the first glass plus 1 by 3 from the second glass, which is 5 by 6. Therefore, the ratio of milk is to water in the new vessel is 7 by 6 divided by 5 by 6, which is 7 by 5. Let's see if that is the right answer. It is. Alright. Part 2 of ratios and proportions. We'll continue the remainder of the portion in the next lecture. Until then, all the best. Keep practicing and take care. And please put down your comments so that we can help you better.